Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Rajan Sharma, and in this video, I'll be showing you that how can we implement video call functionality in our social media app using Firebase 2021. And guys, this video is a requested tutorial because a lot of my subscribers have commented that, sir, please make a tutorial of video calling, live streaming, and all. So, guys, in this playlist social media app, I try to fulfill all the requests that I receive from my viewers because I just want to make this playlist, you can say, very useful and best playlist on YouTube regarding with Firebase. So I try to make tutorials on features that is required in modern applications like follow, unfollow, like chatting functionality, sending real-time messages. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a video call with users. Understand? So in this tutorial, we are going to use Firebase messaging SDK for making video call happen and real-time database. Understand? Firebase real-time database. So for this guys, if you need the source codes, you can join the membership. First level you will get the source code, second level will provide you the zip file, third level will provide you the APK file of complete social media app with a separate Firebase account. So guys, in your country, if source code join button is not available, so you can simply purchase codes on Stripe. Link will be available in description. So without wasting time, let's start.
So guys, you can see that this is our project Firebase social media app using Firebase 2021. So here first of all, here you can see that in previous tutorial I was showing you how to delete token on logout. So in this video, guys, we are going to need two classes, FCM notification sender and Firebase messaging service. And I'm not showing code of these two classes because I have already shown you in dark. FCM messaging Android sending notification on real time. So I'm already showing you about these two classes in that class. So in case if you want the source code of these two classes, you can join the membership now. Understand? Now we can proceed. So first of all, what we have to do here is just open message activity, and then after this message activity layout file, and here we have to add a icon that is called video icon for that is how you can click on that button and then you will be able to make a call. And here we have the layout file. Just simply let me zoom in, and here we have the username, and it is, I guess, text view for typing. So this username, margin, and text size I will reduce it 15 sp. It's okay. Now we have this text view, and just after this text view, because it is basically you can see that it is a linear layout here. So what here we have to do is just simply use image button and wrap content, and just to padding you can give 10 dp, it will be fine. And then id btn underscore vc video call, we can understand. Now background transparent, android transparent, and then last one source, the most important. Now close it. So it's time to get the source code. So simply source, click on probable, new, then vector asset, click on this, and here you have to search for video, and we will have this. So you can go for any icon. I will go for video cam, and video cam baseline, next, finish. Now here search video cam baseline and remove this line from here, and we have to give color red, or you can give colors start, both are same. Understand? Red or start, depends on in your color resources file that which color you have declared. You can give according to your choice, because when you will switch the modes, so make sure you have given the alternate color in night file. Understand? And so now we have the apk, xml icon, sorry. So here I can simply write is video baseline cam, and now we have this red. And just let me give some gravity, layout gravity, and that is going to be center. Now it is in center. So yeah, you can see now it's in the center. And for more, you can just give some, you can say margin in the start 20 sp, 20 dp, 20 dp, because it is a for other child, not for text. Margin start, and red bulb, enter, margin left. Okay. So that is all for this message activity. Now it's time for here. So yeah, VC BTN, and after this reference VC BTN equals to find your ID r dot ID dot VC VC BTN VC bracket semicolon, and now we have this. So now we have given the reference finally. So after this we can handle set on click listener here. So bcbtn dot set on click listener, then new, then on click listener. Understand now? So after this here we have to create two classes, and for incoming and outgoing video calls click on this package, then new activity, sorry not classes, empty activity, and that is going to be video call incoming, or video call incoming, video call incoming, then finish generating resources. Let Android Studio do the rest work, and again click on this new activity, empty activity, that is going to be video call outgoing, yeah, incoming outgoing, again finish. Let Android Studio work, and when this gradle will finish we can proceed. Understand? Yeah, so now it's done almost. So now it's time to open this message activity again, and here guys we have to pass some parameters, I mean some values with this intent. For now let me go to sender receiver, yeah. So here we have to pass two parameters, type and receiver UID. So before this we can just create the design the layout files, I guess, yeah. So after this here you can see that it is for outgoing. So first of all give background, that is going to be the Android, because you know guys here I'm using Android black because I don't want to change color when you will switch the modes. Understand? Yeah. So now we have this, and after that let me open any activity where we can have the circular image view. I guess F1 is better. Yeah, here we will get the code of this. Click on this, and now we have this. Simply copy this from here. uh, yeah, copy this from here, Control plus C, and come here in this Control plus V, and now we have this. Click on this card view and fix the constraint, and that is the very boring part of coding, fixing constraints. So after this, yeah, that's okay I guess. Now a little bit above, more, now it's okay I guess. Yeah, now fine. So after this we can proceed. So come back here in the split part, and actually we need you can say few more, like one button and text view and the image view. So yeah, now we need to show first of all, and make sure that you change the IDs. So here you have to give image view underscore, it is outgoing, so we can give OG, and then it's video call, so VC IV image view, OG outgoing, VC video call. So it's easy to understand when you give IDs like this, so you will not get confused in future when you will declare the reference. Now we can proceed. So we will use text views, that is going to be, you can say wrap content is fine, then text name we will change it in Java part, and then IDs name underscore VC underscore OG. You can understand name video call outgoing. Understand? Now font family, yeah, condensed medium is good, and then text color Android. I'm giving Android by white because I don't want to change the color when you will switch the modes. Now text to size, and that should be I guess 20 sp is okay. uh, 20 sp, no, 30. Yeah, little bit big. And now I think almost everything is done. Font family, ID, text, color, yeah, was it. And now click on this. Now again we have to fix the constraint. Drag it here, drag again, drag again, then bottom. That's why I prefer linear layout, because it's much better. And here now we have this name. Close it. And another, we again need a text view for the profession of that person who we are going to call. And for this wrap content again, and text is going to be again that you can give profession. And text size 15 sp is pretty good, I guess. And yeah, then text color again Android white, and I'm moving Android color white because I don't want to change color when on switching to dark mode, understand. And then after this, text ID, and that is going to be profession. You can say profession underscore OG underscore VC, video call outgoing, understand. Now after this, almost close it. And then again fix the constraint. Then let me drag it here. So yes, now that's good. Yeah, so after that, now we have image view, we have two text views. So now we need a very basic you can say, yeah, a core image view. One more image view, that's going to be wrap content, and just src, leave it for now. Then background can what needed. And then id, that is going to be iv underscore. Here we just don't need this, yeah, we can give id not required. Yeah, so that's all. And close it. So guys, here we just need one more, you can say video icon for so just search for this video. So click on this new, and then vector asset, then just video cam, so make it white so we can understand that it is of white color. Yes. And now video cam white, and remove this color from here, tint. Now we have white color. Yeah, that's okay. So now we can close it finally. And yep, here we have to get the source. So simply give video cam and white. Now we have white video cam. So let me just, yeah, now it's okay. So again you have to fix the constraint simply. And yes, so I guess let me give some padding 10 dp so it's easy to pick it. Now we have this, drag it above in the center. And now we have image view. After this we need a text view, and the text view is going to be wrap content, and text will be incoming video call. Text size 25 sp, text color Android white because I will not change the color. Font family, text style bold, text style I would like bold. Yeah, now close it. And again you have to fix the constraint, so just drag it. And sometimes, yeah, a little bit above, that's okay now. Yeah, incoming video call. So name, profession, image view, incoming video call. Now we need a button, a floating action button for cancelling the call. So write floating action button and wrap content, background tint, that's going to be color start because it's red. And for the src source, leave it for now. Then id, that is going to be tech line vc og outgoing. And almost close it. Yeah, now again we need icons. For that, click on this drawable, then new, again vector asset, and then after this click on this video icon, and then you have to search for call, and we have the icons. So call, this is for call, and yes, call, finish. So it's white color call, and again click on this new vector asset, and click on this clip art. We will need call again, not too much L, this L, call end, next, finish. So search for call end, and again remove this line from here, and then white, yeah, white color is good, we need white color. And so yeah, here you can give the call end. Yes, now okay. So it's time to fix the constant, the boring part, and then just have to just drag it above. So now here, because this height is, it should be in the center. Now we have this decline button. So after this we need a last text view, and that will just text view, wrap content, and text is going to be decline, and text color, and write white because I don't want to change the color. Then text size, I guess 15 sp or 18, that's okay. So again fix the constant, drag it, drag it, drag it, not too much, slowly, and yeah, drag it again. Now here we have the decline button. So now you can go to this design, and you can see that it is looking pretty good. And guys, in case if you want to increase the size of this video call, so here just instead of this wrap content, you can give 60 dp and 60 dp, and now we have bigger icon of this image, I mean video call. So yeah, now it is looking not very good, but just fine because it is not a UI design tutorial, it is a video calling functionality. So I will focus on Java codes, not on designing part. You can go for more better UIs in case you are a good UI developer, but that's not the best I can do. I can do more better UIs, but now my focus is not on UI designing. So after this we have that, so close this, and now we can, it's time message, close this. Now outgoing is done. So almost you have to do is control plus A, control plus C, and go here in this incoming, and control plus A, control plus V, and at the very above you have to change the context video call incoming because it is incoming, and you have to change the IDs. Instead of OG you have to make IC, I mean IG, incoming IC, yes, IC. So OG, instead of this OG, make it IC, ICVC, then this one IC incoming, then IC incoming, and no need to change here. And this floating action button also not here. Yeah, but this floating action button OG, you have to make it IC incoming, and then no changes here. Now we have the incoming and outgoing, so here you have to just make it to little bit left, and then let me zoom in it. Now decline and cancel is okay. So just simply copy this, both of them, control plus C, and just after this control plus V. So now we will have so we have to click on this second number buttons. Yeah, it is second number. Just drag it. Yeah, second number decline, and yes, click on this decline, make it accept, and then click on this button, and you have to change the ID, and that is going to be accept VC IC, accept VC IC. And now we need the normal call icon, not the end one. So it's of obviously we need white color. Why my cursor is blinking? Because it's a very long time I'm using my PC without rest. That's why my PC needs rest. So let me. I hope it will work good now. Still blinking. So now we have this. You have to change the background tint and make it. Actually, we don't have color for green. So Android, I will go for green dark. So now we have this. Click on it and go for just light green, not too much green. There is. Now it's looking good, I guess. Yeah, that's good. Green color. Accept, decline, incoming video call, name, profession, image view. We have changed all the IDs. Understand? Yeah. Now go to this design and look at it. I guess it is looking pretty beautiful, I can say. Yeah. Now outgoing is done, incoming is done, and now it's time for the Java part. So come back here in the message activity and just use some intent equals to new intent, and that will be message activity dot this to video call outgoing dot class semicolon. Now intent dot put extra, the value should be name UID, and we will pass receiver UID and semicolon, and we just let me send one more intent dot put extra, this time T for video call CPP and semicolon. Now start activity for intent. So when you will click on it, so we will go to this outgoing activity. Now here just handle this outgoing part. So in the outgoing we are having one floating action button, two text view, and one image view. Understand? So first of all, image view, IV image view, then text view, TV name, TV profession, and one floating action button. You can say video call outgoing, yeah, decline button, decline btn semicolon. But just before the reference, I would like to declare some strings like receiver's name, receiver photo, URL, receiver's profession, because we just need to show the information of the user who we are going to call. That's why simply write string and caps lock S, then rest should be lowercase, and receiver URL underscore for more understanding, then receiver prof underscore, then receiver underscore name. Done. Yeah, so that's all for now. And outgoing activities, so what else we need? Maybe receiver token. that we will retrieve from our database token. Yeah, receiver token, profession, name, URL, and we will get the ID from the message activity, because here we are using that intent for passing the data. You can see that receiver UID. So that's all for now, and in case if we will need more in future, so we can just simply declare it and initialize it and use it. Now it's time to give the reference. So first of all, write image view, then equals to find view by ID, r dot id dot iv og. Now TV name equals to find view by ID, r dot id dot name og. See, that's why giving a specific ID is really good while giving the reference. It's very easy to understand that r dot id dot prof og semicolon, and decline button equals to find view by ID, r dot id dot, and then decline og outgoing. Now we have given the reference all of them. Now, so after this, what we can do here is simply we are going to use a bundle for retrieving the data of the previous activity. Simply write bundle equals to get intent dot get extras semicolon, and then bundle not equals to null. So if bundle not equals to null, then we will get the data. Else we can show a toast message that data missing. And now if data is not missing, so what can we do here is simply write receiver UID and receiver UID and type. So yeah, receiver underscore UID and type. Simple. Now receiver UID equals to bundle dot get extra or get string, and you have to pass the key, and that is going to be UID. And for that, just come in the message activity, and here you can see that we are giving the key UID. So you just have to give the same value here, UID. Then it's time for the type. So simply equals to actually you can say that we don't need type. You can, if you want, you can remove this, because we are only having video calling functionality. So instead of this type, we just don't need this. So just remove it. We only need user ID, understand? So that's all we have now. So after that, now we are having this, so we can proceed for now. And now we need to define the reference of real-time database from where we will retrieve the data of the user who we are going to call. Simply write database reference caps lock reference semicolon, yes, and Firebase database equals to Firebase database dot get instance semicolon. And now for the reference, what here we have to do is just simply open the create profile activity, because that's where we are using the real-time database. So you can see that we have this reference, so you just have to simply copy it from here. Guys, if why I'm copying it from here, because for example that you can see that this is all users, understand, and now there is no space between this quotation. So if I will write the same thing, but there will have, if there have some more space like this, so the data will not retrieve. So make sure that every time you declare the reference, you just try to copy paste it, because if you will write and you will add some little bit of more space, and then it will create the problem and you will not able to see the data. That's why copy it and then paste it. It's best for you. Now after that, I can give the reference just below this, because we need the user ID reference, sorry. Yes, now we have this. So after that, we have the database reference. We can proceed from now. So here after that, you just have to write is dot child receiver UID, and done. Now we will use add value event listener for retrieving the data. So simply write reference dot add value event listener, then new value event listener, and semicolon. Now it's time for some strings like receiver name equals to snapshot. And just before this, one more validation. If snapshot dot exist, then we will proceed, and if not exist, then we can handle the rest part. Yes. So receiver name equals to snapshot dot child name, then dot get value, and make sure that you have to give the value that you have given in your real-time database. Understand? Otherwise, it will create problem. So just make sure the values are correct. Yeah. Then after this, simply copy it from here. Control plus D, enter, control plus D. Now receiver name, then after that receiver URL, then after that receiver profession. So for that URL, and for profession PROF. So for that, let me open the users member class. Yes, all user member. So here we are having PROF, UID, NAME, name, and URL. So make sure you give these values, because that is how your data is saved in your real-time database. So you have to give these exact values in order to retrieve data. So you can see name, URL, PROF, profession. Now we have to save this data. So simply write name TV, TV name dot set text, that is going to be receiver's name, and then Picasso dot get dot load receiver's URL dot into IV image view semicolon, and profession TV prof dot set text receiver's profession. And now what will happen, whenever you will click, when you will click on the icon of video, so you will go to the outgoing activity, and there you will be able to see the data of the user who you are going to call. Understand? Their profile, profession, and URL. That's all. And name. So now we have done that part. So after that, and in the else, you can handle like cannot make call, because if there is no data, then we will not call. Cannot make call. You can give any excuse you want. Yeah, depends on you. So after that, here we can do is we have to create some methods, like let me close this one. Yes. So here now we will create a method, send call invitation, send call invitation, then simply semicolon. Now click on this red bulb, and you have to create the method. Obviously now we have the method. So here what exactly you have to do is you can actually open any you can say yeah, show user is fine. Open this show user, where we are already implementing the sending notification on follow unfollow. So we just need little bit of codes, so I'm just copying it from here. And if you want it, join membership and you will get it. Very simple. So copy it from here, then control plus C, go back and paste it. Now here you have to write receiver token, and then here you have to pass receiver's UID, and almost things are done. And here you have to write user token is okay, you have to give receivers token. Understand? And here you have to pass video call outgoing. Then just instead of this social media, you have to write, yeah. So here in the place of body, we have to pass the sender's UID. So for that, let me make it sender underscore UID, then down, and just not that down, and then here Firebase user equals to Firebase auth dot get instance dot get current user semicolon, then sender UID dot equals to user dot get UID semicolon. Now we have the sender UID because we have to pass that value here. So simply pass sender UID. Done. That's all you have to do here. And just remove it, make it 1 second, just 1 second. Yeah. So when you will click on the button, so it will send the remote message to that user, understand? And yes, so after that, now we are done with this outgoing activity. And just before this, we have to also create a method, and that will be, but for now, let me show you that what actually we are going to use for calling that user. So simply open Chrome and write Jitsi meet Android SDK. Open it and click on this, and you can see that it is saying Android 6.0 or higher is required. Now you can read all the documentations, and I will proceed from here. So you have to copy it from here, Control plus C, and go back in your Android project, and open project level, and here you have to add the line, go back again, and then after this you have to copy this dependency. And here you can see guys that its latest version is 3 plus something. See, 3 point plus. So I will make it 2, because with using 3 it creates problem in my application. That's why I'm going to use 2 dot plus. Understand, it will work with same. So in case if you want to use the latest version, then any problem, any error that will occur in future, then it's not my responsibility, because I'm showing you 2 dot plus version. So you should go with this. And if you are able to implement 3 dot plus, you can go for it. There is no issue. Understand? So after adding this, you just have to click on the button sync now, and wait until it import all the data from these dependencies and maven URL. Understand? Now we have to wait. Na mattina mi sono alzato bella ciao, ciao. La mattina mi sono alzato, ho trovato l'imbasso. Partigiani, portami via. Bella ciao. Partigiano, portami via. E mi sento di morire e seppellire sui montagna. Bella ciao, seppellire sui montagna sotto le nuvole. सो गाइस, जब तक ये हो रहा है तब तक अपन प्रोसीड कर सकते हैं यहाँ, but no, we just cannot, I guess. Yeah, because we need something for that. So just come back here in this OG, and just create one more method, and that will be the check response and semicolon and indexing, I guess. Yeah, so our Gradle sync is successfully done. So after that, click on this red bulb, and now we have the method check response. So inside this check response, we will just simply do a very basic thing, you can say. Yeah, so for that guys, what actually here we have to do is just declare one more database reference, and that will be for reference response and then after that, simply write reference response equals to database dot get reference, and this is going to be VCREF video call reference, then dot, then child, and that is going to be sender UID, and then dot child, again receiver UID, and then semicolon. Understand? And then after that, you have to just simply write that reference response dot child res response dot add value new value event listener, and then now we are going to check that if that user will accept the call or delete, I mean cancel the call. So we will handle that part here. So if user will accept that, so we will create a child in real-time database. So for that, but before creating child, we are creating the method for checking that the data exists or not. Just follow the steps that I'm doing, everything will be easy. Now snapshot.exist, now here else part, now yes. So first of all, write a string that is going to be key equals to snapshot dot child, and that is going to be key by key, and dot get value dot to string semicolon, and then string response, and that is going to be equals to snapshot dot child, that is going to be response, and then dot response dot get value, then dot to string semicolon, and now if response dot equals yes, else. So if it is yes, so we can proceed. Join meeting, create a method, then semicolon, and here you have to pass the key as the parameter, and then toast, and that is going to be call accepted, call accepted. And now here we have the method join meeting. Click on this red bulb, enter, create method here. Now we have this method here. Now come back here and what if user will refuse? So here you just have to write else if response dot equals no. So we will simply do is toast, and that is going to be called denied. And then after this we can simply use intent for sending back to message activity, because user have not accepted the call, so there's no mix. We just don't have to stay here. Intent, new intent, and then now video outgoing dot this, then message activity dot class, then start activity, and intent. Now finish, done. So guys, now you can see that, and as uh, you can say not responding, not responding, that's okay. Now here inside this join meeting we are going to join the meeting. So simply write try, then catch, then exception e, and inside this try simply write Jitsi meeting conference options, then options equals to new Jitsi conference options, Jitsi conference options, then dot builder, now dot set server URL, and for that URL you can come back here in this website or documentation, and make sure you add these compatible options 1.8 where you have to add. I will show you. It's yeah, here, see, here in this second level build cradle you have to add these options. I already have added, that's why. I mean, if you are following this playlist, then you will definitely have it, because for Exoplayer we also need it. So you just have to copy that URL from here, Control plus C, and come back, Control plus V. Now we have the Jitsi HTTPS, and yes, and before that write new URL, and just make it, and yes, now done. So now we have set server URL, new URL, and you have given the URL. Then after that write dot set room, and for that we have to pass the key, and then dot, then after that set welcome page enabled, set welcome page enabled, pass false, semicolon, not that, dot build, and then semicolon, then after this Jitsi meet activity dot launch, and pass context here video calling outgoing dot this, and then pass options, yes, and then after this finish. And in the else part, toast, create new toast, and exception e dot get message done. So guys, when user will accept the call, so this method will happen. And in case if in implementing this code some problem exists, so this exception will implement. Understand? So now we have done almost everything in this outgoing activity. So we are done with this outgoing activity. Understand? Now it's reference caller and make it sender UID, because guys, this time we will retrieve the data of sender, and then we will just simply show it to the person who is receiving the call. So simply write sender URL, then sender profession, and this time, yeah, some image views like image view image view, then two floating action button, decline btn, accept btn, and then floating action button, image view, and two text views, text view, tv name, tv profession, semicolon. And now it's time for reference, so write image view equals to find view by id r dot id dot iv ic, because it's incoming. Then tv name equals to find view by id r dot id dot tv ic name, or we can give ic incoming, ic name video call ic, then tv profession equals to find view by id dot ic incoming profession, not cp profession ic incoming, and decline button equals to find view by id r dot id dot decline incoming, semicolon, accept btn equals to find view by id r dot id dot accept ic incoming. Now we have given all the references, we can proceed. So here just tv name, tv profession, make it sender name, and sender url, and sender profession, so you will be able to see the data of the person who is calling you. And then after this, here replace it with video call incoming. Now everything is fine, I guess. Yeah, that's okay. So after that, I guess we have given the reference. We need one more value like receiver UID. So write uh, receiver underscore UID in case we need it. So just let me Firebase user equals to Firebase auth dot get instance dot get current user semicolon, and then receiver UID equals to user dot get UID semicolon. So after that we can proceed from here. So I guess we have successfully retrieved the data of caller, and then after that, yeah, so we are now retrieving the data of caller, that's all. So after that we have to do is yes, we can do is fetch caller data and fetch caller token. And actually we will not implement token, so we don't need the token, but we need to fetch user data and fetch caller data. I guess we are already retrieving that data here, I guess. Yes, so that part is done. So yeah, after that we can do is close this one, and then here we have to create a set on click listeners. So first of all we will handle accept button dot set on click listener, then new, then on click listener. Now here decline button dot set on click listener, then new, then on click listener. So here inside actually we will do is we will simply do is a string, that is response, that is yes, semicolon, and then create a method send response and semicolon, and the parameter will be response. So now we have send response and parameter is response. Click on this red bulb and video calling activity, done. Simply copy this method from here, control plus C and control plus V, and you have to make it nope, no, understand. And now come here inside this send response method. So we will code the rest part, I guess. Yeah. And after that, just after this no, you can just simply do is use a very basic intent in order to send user back new intent, and we will send ourselves to message activity. So here you can simply say is the video calling incoming dot this semicolon message activity dot class, then start activity intent, and then finish. Done. Now after that, what actually we have to do, we will simply send the response in real-time database, and if it is yes, so call will, I mean meeting, video call will start, and if it is no, so video call will not start. That's all. So after that, here we have private void send response. So simple validation, if response dot equals yes, then else. If response dot equals no, done. So now here, yes, we can just simply make it, simply write model dot set key. Now guys, make sure the key is going to be the value that we have to add in our set room, I mean Jitsi meeting room. So the key should be same. So the key is going to be sender name plus receiver UID. I guess it's enough unique value, nobody can copy, so it's good for privacy. So model set key, and then after that set response, that is going to be yes. You can also paste response, that will be same. And then after that reference caller, we need one more reference, and that reference is where the hell is reference? Yeah, here it is. So here you have to write reference for video call, reference VC, and for that come here back, and here we are having the reference VC, so we can copy it from here, simply copy it, then after this simply paste it here. Now reference VC and sender UID, receiver UID. I said we will need receiver UID, so here we are retrieving that receiver UID down, and go more down. So after that reference VC dot reference VC dot child, and that is going to be res dot set value, that is going to be member, not menu inflator model, same, semicolon. So that's all for now, and after doing that we will simply create a method that will be join meeting, and simply create this semicolon and click on this, enter. Now we have the method join meeting, understand. So after that let me yes, we will use a handler equals to new handler. After 3 seconds we need to delete that response child from real-time database. So here basically I'm just going to delete it after post delete new runnable, and I guess 3 seconds is enough. Yes, 3 second is good. So here simply you have to write is reference vc dot set value, sorry, remove child, remove value, not set value, reference vc remove value. So after 3 seconds when the meeting will start, it will automatically delete that data from real-time database for next time. Otherwise, if the value is saved, so next time if you will call that person, so without accepting the call it will start the meeting. That is not a good feature, I think. So that's why you have to and except this Jitsi video call, there is a lot of you can say web RTCs are available, Sleepbird, Open Talk, and agora.io, but I think agora is शायद Chinese है, तो उसमें क्या है, I just don't believe कि हो सकता है आप यहाँ पे अपना लव चैट कर रहे हो और वहाँ बीचिंग में आपका डिक ट्रेंड करे. So for privacy reasons I'm just using this Jitsi. because I have seen it have a good review. That's why. And this Jitsi Meet is easy to use, and the most important thing, it's free, I guess. Yeah, for now. So after that, now we are having reference vc dot remove value. After 3 seconds, it will remove the data, and if it is no, so we just have to simply copy this data from here. Control plus C, and now you know that the only change that we are going to do is no change. Response will be no, so it will be no. Understand? Now I guess all the codes are pretty same. So now yes, no is done. Now it's time to implement join meeting. Yeah, so this time again we are going to have the same code, so you can open this video call link outgoing, and open join meeting from here. Try exception, control plus C, go back in this video call incoming, paste it here, and everything is fine. Video call incoming, and we just need to pass the set room, and that should be sender name plus receiver uid. Yeah, that's going to be our set room value, and I guess url should be correct. See, this url should be correct, and Jitsi meet conference option, that's okay. So guys, you can see that our coding part is almost complete. So before running the application, that I will explain you everything that we have done in this tutorial. So first of all guys, you will need these two classes: FCM notification sender, Firebase messaging services. And if you came first time to this video, to this channel, then you may not know about this, because I am already showing you about these classes in my push notification FCM notification Android. You can go for the video, वो यहाँ ऊपर आई बटन पे दिखेगी. And उसके बाद guys, then we have created two activities: incoming and outgoing activity. And then we have created VC model. And actually I will explain you everything from the beginning. Understand? Just a revision, just to within 1 minute. So first of all, you will need to these two classes. Understand? Then outgoing, incoming, and then message activity. So I will explain you so it's easy to understand. So here you will click on the video I button, and then you will go to this outgoing, and here we will retrieve all the data of the user and that user token. So make sure that guys, the value here of the token should be correct, because if you cannot retrieve the token, then it will not work, and you will not be able to send a real-time you can say remote message, and that user will not receive the call. So then after this, we are sending this invitation. Understand? And here, when you will send the invitation, then after that this Firebase messaging service will work, and here we will receive that you can see, and we will do a little validation. If it equals to V, then we will implement the video call here. So now we are going to video call incoming, and here we will retrieve the data of caller, and after that we will show that data in this activity. And after that, now here we are handling the exception and deletion. So if you will accept the call, so it will create a child in real-time database of value yes, and if you will say no, so it will simply create a value of no. Understand? And here you can see that we are creating child in real-time database. For that we have created a VC model. And then after this, if you will accept the meeting, so it will simply implement this method. Here we are simply using Jitsi Meet for creating online conference, and here our set room key is going to be sender name and receiver's UID. Understand? And when you will create this real-time database, I mean whenever you will when you will accept the call, it will create a child in real-time database, and then we will validate that thing here. So you can see that we have already created the method check response. So here you can see that check response. So whenever you will accept, that user will accept the call, so we will be able to implement start the video call. And you can see that if response equals to yes, then it will start the join meeting key, and if response equals to no, then we will simply go back to the message activity. Understand? Now before running the app, one more thing, that here in this Firebase messaging FCM notification center, what actually you have to do, you can see that here we are having this FCM server key. Understand? So those who came first time to this channel, you will need the codes of these two classes. So for that you can join the membership. And how you can get that server key, you can see that this is our social media app project, and when you will click on this project setting, understand, and then after that you have to come here cloud messaging, and then simply copy this key from here. Understand? And then paste it here in this server key. Yeah, FCM server key, and that's all you have to do. Understand? And then you will be able to use these FCM notification center classes in this outgoing. And yes, here. where we are initializing the meeting. So that's how it will, I mean, we are sending the remote message here. You can see that FCM notification sender, and make sure the reference of this token should be correct. Otherwise, if you are not retrieving the token, then it will not work. Understand? Now I just explained you everything, and just before running the application, one more thing that here you have to add in a Gradle build is just open this and make this min SDK 23. Understand? Yeah, make it 23, then it will work absolutely fine. And after this, it's time to run the application and see our codes are working or not. So in case if you face any error, then let me know in comment section. I will try to reply in next 24 hours or as soon as I can. That's also just I will use two phones, one physical device, one emulator, and we have to wait until the Gradle build is done. So guys, अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम होती है आपको इस एप्लीकेशन में या फिर इस फंक्शनैलिटी में, तो आप प्लीज़ कमेंट सेक्शन में मुझे बता सकते हैं। और प्लीज़ ध्यान रहे कि इसका जो मेन एसडीके है वो आप 23 कर दें और डिपेंडेंसीज ऐड कर दें, मेवन यूआरएल ऐड कर दें और एफसीएम नोटिफिकेशन सेंडर और फायरबेस मैसेजिंग सर्विस के कोड्स के लिए मेंबरशिप ज्वाइन करें, वो आपको आसानी से उपलब्ध हो जाएंगे। ठीक है, और अब आप देख सकते हो कि अपनी एप्लीकेशन एकदम सही रन कर रही है, कोई एरर नहीं है इसमें। बस डेटा रिट्राइव हो जाए, डेटा रिट्राइव हो गया। अब मैं बटन पे क्लिक करूंगा सेंड मैसेज, उसके बाद मैं जाऊंगा रंजन शर्मा पे एंड हियर वी हैव द आइकन वीडियो कॉल, सो आई विल क्लिक ऑन इट एंड नाउ वी आर सेंडिंग द कॉल। तो आप देख सकते हो कि यूआई उतना सुंदर नहीं दिख रहा, बट ठीक है, उसको हम बाद में ठीक कर सकते हैं। बट जैसा कि आप देख सकते हो कि यहाँ पे हमने सक्सेसफुली कॉल रिसीव कर लिया है, और अगर मैं यहाँ पे एक्सेप्ट करूंगा तो देखते हैं कि ये वर्क करता है कि नहीं करता। और एक्सेप्ट होने के बाद यहाँ पे एक टोस्ट मैसेज आया, कॉल एक्सेप्टेड एंड कनेक्टिंग यू टू द मीटिंग। तो आप देख सकते हो कि ये सक्सेसफुली काम कर रहा है, और यहाँ पे आप मेरी शक्ल देख सकते हो, थोड़े से डार्क सर्कल्स हैं, बट कोई बात नहीं, जब आप काफ़ी देर तक कोडिंग करो रातों रात तो हो जाते हैं। So as you can see that the application is working absolutely fine, and here you can see the room code, or you can say key, whatever, Rahul plus receiver UID. So here you can see that this is my face, and I received a Snapchat snap, and it is you can see the voice is also going. Yep, here I am. So guys, the benefits of using Jitsi is that the video is encrypted, fully encrypted, and it's free. The most importantly, and you can see that it is emulator. That's why the video is surfing is not so good. But when you will run it in physical devices, then it will work absolutely fine. And we also have more features. You can see enable low bandwidth, start recording, start live stream, share on YouTube, invite someone. You can just do a lot of things. So understand. So you can also switch camera from here. Where is the, yeah, toggle camera. So you can see that you can this Jitsi Meet is quite good. So here you can see that our video call is working absolutely fine. So I hope you guys like this tutorial. So please guys, like, share and subscribe my channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon so you will never miss any update. And guys, please join the membership, because if you will need the source code, so please join the membership. And if you want the APK file of this, then please join third level of membership. I will provide you. And now I'm finally cutting the call. So here we are back to the message activity. Understand? So guys, I hope you like this tutorial. So in case if you face, अगर आपको कोई भी एरर होता है इस वीडियो में, तो आप प्लीज़ मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में बताएं, मैं उसे सॉल्व करूंगा। और मैं आपको एक बार फिर से एक्सप्लेन करना चाहूँगा वो सब कुछ जो मैंने इस वीडियो में किया है। आपको 2 क्लासेस की ज़रूरत है, जिसके कोर्स आपको मेंबरशिप ज्वाइन करने के बाद मिल जाएंगे। अगर आपकी कंट्री में मेंबरशिप सपोर्ट नहीं करती है, तो आप स्ट्राइप पे कोर्स परचेस कर सकते हैं। आई विल प्रोवाइड यू द लिंक ऑन ईमेल। सो प्लीज़ ईमेल करेक्ट भरें उस पेमेंट मेथड में। उसके बाद 2 क्लासेस, FCM नोटिफिकेशन सेंटर, मैसेजिंग सर्विस। उसके बाद यहाँ पे आपको सर्वर की डालनी है, ठीक है, फिर मेवन यूआरएल और डिपेंडेंसी ऐड करनी, जो कि मैंने ऑलरेडी दिखा चुका है। उसके बाद यहाँ पे आपको मेथड आउटगोइंग में आना है, 2 एक्टिविटी क्रिएट करनी है, आउटगोइंग, इनकमिंग। उसके बाद ये सारे कोर्स आपको मेंबरशिप मतलब ज्वाइन करने के बाद मिल जाएंगे। तो गाइज, अगर आपको वीडियो पसंद आया तो प्लीज़ लाइक करें, शेयर करें, सब्सक्राइब करें। एंड अगर कोई एरर आता है तो प्लीज़ कमेंट सेक्शन में पूछें, इंस्टाग्राम पे पूछें। और अगर आप चाहते हैं कि मैं आपको व्हाट्सएप पे पर्सनली बताऊं, तो उसके लिए आपको 4th लेवल की मेंबरशिप ज्वाइन करनी पड़ेगी, सुपर फैन, एंड देन आई विल प्रोवाइड यू पर्सनल सपोर्ट ऑन व्हाट्सएप. So please, if you like this tutorial, so please like, share and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you will never miss any update. Thank you for watching.